Hello everyone, it's Darkseeker here again. Welcome back for another video. Today we are playing Odd Rogue with Blood Knight. Being able to pull off that battle cry, such a satisfying feeling. Really is. And, you know, if they can't contest the Blood Knight, if they can't kill it off, it really is game over. The only thing potentially standing in your way are taunts, maybe. But if they don't have that, they're just dead. So, sometimes though, if you're desperate, just play the Blood Knight as a 3-3, a 3-cost 3-3. It helps activate Vilespine Slayer. So yeah, multiple uses for Blood Knight. Glory to the Sindori, proccing those that battle cry with those divine shields, or just a tempo 3-3 helping to activate another card. Feels pretty good. Sometimes though, you feel like you're safe. You even get the Blood Knight battle cry off. And so you get your Glory to the Sindori down, you push a bit of face damage, and you think you have lethal next turn, perhaps. I mean, this hunter, he's got 12 on board, plus 3 from the weapon, that's 15, see I can add, plus 2 from the hero power, that's 17. And I'm thinking, alright, I'm really quite safe here. How's he going to really kill me with 7 mana to play with? Unfortunately for me, yeah, he was doing a bit of calculation, he was doing a bit of math, and all credit to him for being able to do this as quickly as he did. You see Unleash the Hounds and you think, alright, you've just filled your board up, sure, 3 little charging hounds, you're going to hit my face for 3, you can hero power, oh no, you're going to kill command, fair enough. But you can't hero power. Incredible. Oh wait, I forgot about the coin. that was a disgusting lethal there from that hunter. But anyway, this is a deck that I played during a recent Tavern Brawl, and I did pretty well with it. I got 9 wins without really trying very hard, or without being even familiar with how to play it. Managed to get 9 wins. To me, that says that Blood Knight Odd Rogue is a strong deck. So thank you to a player called Roffle for this deck. And after the success in Tavern Brawl, I thought, okay, let's try it out on the ladder. Let's try it on the standard mode ladder and see how far we go with it, or how well it can do. It did pretty well for me. It got me to rank 4 on the standard mode ladder. So the Blood Knight is one of your key cards in this deck. And what activators do you have for it? You have double Argent Squire and you have double Giggling Inventor. So 4 cards in total which synergize with Blood Knight. Now that's good if you draw an Argent Squire early followed by a Blood Knight. However, that is only 4 cards in total, and quite often I've found that I'll draw the Squires but no Blood Knight. I'll draw the Blood Knight but no Squires. So you don't have to make that decision of, oh god, do I save the Argent Squire until a Blood Knight arrives? Or do I just play it? I think often the correct play is to play the Squire on turn 1 anyway, because it is a 1-1 with Divine Shield. It's a pretty good turn 1 play, even if you don't have a Blood Knight as a follow-up on turn 3. So other cards in this deck that are interesting. Myra's Unstable Element. I've never had an opportunity to really play that card. Either I draw it too early and I win with my other cards before I get a chance to play it, or it's in the last 5 cards of my deck perhaps and the game's already over before we get a chance to play it. So that's a card that I'm not sure if it really warrants inclusion. Just from my perspective, I've never had a chance to take advantage of it. So let's have a look at one full game of this deck in action on the standard mode ladder. And we're going up against a Warlock here. Now, I've got Cold Blood in hand, and one really good strategy with this deck is if you've got, you know, an Argent Squire, cold-blooding an Argent Squire and going face with it is pretty good because it has Divine Shield. They've got to work pretty hard in order to get through. So I could also Cold Blood a Cersei deckhand and charge it, but obviously with 1 health and no Divine Shield, it's taken down a little bit more easier than an Argent Squire. Yeah, pretty amazing, right? Turn 1 hero power. Surprised it took him so long to make that play. Anywho, we play the deckhand, and now I'm thinking to myself, okay, what's he going to play on turn 2? Is he just going to tap again? Yeah, he's going to tap again. That's what they always do. There's the Squire. I have the Cold Blood. So I'm thinking to myself, do I play the Squire and Cold Blood the deckhand and push face? You see, the deckhand is vulnerable now. It's got 1 health. There are various things that kill it. Perhaps the play was not to have cold-blooded on that turn and just to have waited for the following turn and cold-blooded the Argent Squire. But he doesn't have an answer to it, and the best he could play is a 2-3. Ooh, this feels pretty good. So I fancy protecting the Divine Shield on the Argent Squire, hence why I'm going to trade in the deckhand and my face. So I've missed a little bit of damage to his face, but again, as I say, I fancy protecting that Squire. There we go. We've still got a minion on board after the Hellfire. And, yeah, he's nearly dead. Playing Captain Greenskin there puts a 5/4 body on board. That is going to be really tough for him to remove. Okay, not so tough. Spellstone helps him a little bit there. See if Blink Phlox can give us anything good here. Ooh, that's really good. Doomguard. Okay, so that's going to get us lethal very shortly, assuming there is no taunt that comes down. What taunt can he play for 6 mana that can save him here? Oh no, he's hitting his face. Okay. Oh, and shields up too. Sure. Well, Blood Knight late to the party, unfortunately. That Argent Squire has already lost her shield. But Doomguard is going to win this game for me. And that is precise lethal. That feels amazing. And there we go, there's rank 4. Okay, so Roffle's odd rogue with the Blood Knight. This is a deck that took me through rank 5 all the way to rank 4, which is when I then stopped playing it and I started looking for another deck to play. Fun deck. Strong deck, certainly. The only drawback, I think, is that Blood Knight is a tad situational, and you do need your Argent Squires, you do need your Giggling Inventors ready. Without them, it's just a vanilla 3-cost 3/3. The only saving grace then comes when your opponent plays a a Divine Shield minion and doesn't expect you to have a Blood Knight in hand. Is the Blood Knight a worthy inclusion in the deck? I'm going to argue yes, because the swing potential when you do hit that battle cry is absolutely huge. And if you hit it early, sometimes your opponent can never recover. So yeah, fun deck, strong deck, effective overall, massive fan of Blink Fox, yes, especially when it gives you Doom Guards that can give you lethal. And as I said earlier, Captain Greenskin has proven to be a surprisingly effective addition for me, just giving my weapon that little bit of an extra buff and a push that can often find me some lethals. So thank you very much for joining me, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe, I would be grateful, and I'll see you guys all again very soon for more standard or wild mode fun.